Imagine opening Instagram to watch parenting tips, fitness videos, or lifestyle content. And without realizing it, you are being nudged into supporting a geopolitical AI agenda. According to a new investigation, that may be exactly what's happening. For years, we have been told China is secretly paying people to spread propaganda online. But according to a recent investigation, right here, an American AI lobbying campaign allegedly paid influencers thousands of dollars to convince you that Chinese AI is the real threat. If that's true, then isn't that exactly what kind of information campaign Western governments say they are trying to stop? It is a story about total hypocrisy, a story about every accusation is a confession. And this is your favorite half Chinese. And we're talking about exactly this dark money campaign paying influencers to frame Chinese AI as a threat from the wired. So, this is a typical case of every accusation is a confession. And we're going to discuss it today. I'm going to list a couple of points that they were talking about. For one, AI lobbying enters influencers culture according to The Wired. Build American AI reportedly hired influencers instead of journalists or AI experts. Why? It's very simple because people trust creators, especially parents, lifestyle influencers, family channels, everyday personalities. This looks like almost a case of some form of secretly brainwashing because you think that you will be watching something like, I don't know what you have to do in home, making drinks, like those are the kind of things that I am watching a lot, new drinks. And then they will talk about all these kind of things all of a sudden, just sneak it in there, scaring you that you should not be using China's AI, but American AI for several reasons. And that's really, really sneaky. And point two was that China becomes the villain. The campaign wasn't simply saying AI is useful, it reportedly encouraged creators to say China's catching up to America. China could steal your data. China could take American jobs. America must win the AI race. China becomes the emotional hook. And that is very clear. So this is like they actually want this to instill this into your subconscious. So without you knowing, you will think this. Because if you're watching a lot of these influencers and you hear constantly these kind of messages going through your mind, you're going to be affected by it. And thousands of dollars per post reportedly were offered. That's a lot of money. I mean, 5,000 per TikTok post. I mean, the question is, how much money is behind the campaign if hundreds of influencers participate? And I heard about a number like 150 million or something like that. But it's probably might even be more. But they were talking about paying influencers like 5K. And they had some examples of influencers. I'm not going to mention them because I cannot verify it. The audience often didn't know who was behind it. Posts were marked as sponsored. But according to the reporting, many viewers wouldn't know Build American AI, the political network, the lobbying effort was behind them. And this is the whole thing. So you think that you're watching something, and yes, today it will tell you that something is sponsored, but you don't know what, right? And if you're watching a mom doing something, whatever it is that they make videos about, and she just slips a little phrase like, oh, yeah, you should not be trusting Chinese AI because it will take your data or whatever, you will be influenced by it. Especially if you watch another video and somebody else is telling you something. Yeah, we cannot have China catch up to us because it will cost our jobs, etc., etc. It's just fear mongering, actually. It's very sneaky. They're trying to brainwash people, allegedly. Well, it looks like it, right? The BBC raises the bigger question. The BBC summary frames it well. Who is paying to shape what you believe about AI? That was from the BBC article. Um, it's not just who builds AI, but who controls the narrative. And this is what we should be thinking about. Do they really care about your data? Or do they care about who is controlling your data? Is it maybe that they want to have control over your data so they can sell it to, I don't know, maybe China and make a profit on your data? So, why fear China? Fear is persuasive. Instead of talking about better algorithms, the messaging reportedly focuses on children. National security, jobs, privacy, these are emotional, powerful topics. Western governments and media have spent years warning about foreign influencer campaigns and undisclosed propaganda. If the allegations in this investigation are accurate, then it's fair to ask whether similar tactics are now being used domestically to influence public opinion. The criticism isn't necessarily about which country is doing it, it's about whether the same standards are being applied consistently. And we must think about these kind of things. And that is exactly why I started by saying every accusation is a confession. If paying influencers to quietly promote a geopolitical narrative is unacceptable when another country allegedly does it, then shouldn't the same criticism apply regardless of who is funding the campaign? And these are the double standards which often we have in the West. The campaign reportedly says China could collect your data, yet critics point out many of the companies involved in the American AI race already collect enormous amounts of user data themselves. So that raises the question, is the debate about protecting privacy or is it about something else? Maybe it is about who gets to control the data. Palantir has long been one of the most controversial technology companies in the United States because of its work with intelligence agencies, military organizations, and law enforcement. Privacy advocates have criticized its role in large scale government data analysis for years, whether one agrees with those criticisms or not. It's understandable why some people would question messages about protecting personal data when companies associated with the US AI ecosystem have themselves faced significant privacy concerns. The real question isn't whether China should be trusted or whether America should be trusted. The real question is this: when billion-dollar interests quietly pay influencers to shape public opinion, are you still hearing independent voices? Or are you watching a carefully funded campaign designed to steer what you think? Because let's be honest, nowadays, most people do not watch the news. The younger generations, especially younger than me, they almost do not watch the mainstream news. They are looking for their favorite influencers and get their news from them. And now it seems allegedly they're being paid to mislead you. And therefore, it is also very critical for people not to blindly accept what other people say. Just take a minute to think about what you just heard. Let me know in the comment section what you really think. But keep it respectful, we're not uncivilized barbarians. I also have a buy me a coffee for the people that can and want to support my work. The link will be in the description. But if you are financially not capable, then please don't. Keep it for yourself because you probably need it more. But then click the like button, share, and if you have not yet, then follow. And as always, have a great day. Your favorite half Chinese.